everyone. Welcome back to a new episode of Rambling Teatime. Here with Chris and Kim.
Hi everyone.
How are you doing, Kim, on
I'm
this
good. How
wonderful
are
day?
you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. It's a little rainy and
A little, you say?
well, it's storming outside, so
Yeah,
if in
thunderstorms.
thunderstorm indeed. So if you hear that, audience, that is why. Any noise in the background, that is why. So today, Kim, you have brought us a new tea to try. Care to tell us exactly what it is?
It is a fennel tea
Mm-hmm.
from a German brand called Teakane. It looks like Teakane or
Okay.
okay. It's Teekane.
Tea can.
Ne? Teakane or Teakane?
Clearly, we aren't German speakers, so
Exactly.
forgive us for butchering any words you may hear. So, this is a fennel tea, botanical type herb, whatnot, and there's clearly star anise and maybe licorice in it. Well, the smell is like licorice and star anise.
Right. These things smell alike. It isn't like in there, but fennel smells like those two things. I think I only started to recognize the licorice like similar scent afterwards,
Yes.
but I clearly from the beginning thought, oh, this was like star anise.
Yes, it is, but it's not. But I like this.
I like it too.
I like the smell. Like it's a very nice smell to drink. The taste, however, it's not strong. It's a light tea.
That is the thing. I think if it was star anise tea, we've had star anise tea before. It would be a stronger, more like punching you like, "Hey, I'm star anise."
Yes.
But this is more like, "Hey, guys, I'm fennel."
Just chill.
Yeah. It's nice though.
It is very nice.
I like it.
I like it. It's not the most I would say flavorful,
Really?
but it's not, yeah, for me, it's not the most flavorful, but I like this. It is perfectly fine, in my opinion.
I like it too. It's soothing
Yes.
calmingness. Oh, and there goes the thunder.
Oh boy.
Yes. Since we've only just got into the rainy season, I think this may keep happening.
It
So,
most likely will keep happening.
yeah. Okay then.
Yeah.
So,
What are we doing today?
today, as we had said last time,
Mm-hmm.
we are going to be talking about some anime that we are looking forward to
All right.
for the summer season.
Summer.
Yes.
When does this season officially become the summer season?
I mean, isn't it already?
Is it
Do
summer
you
now?
mean, where do you mean? Where
I
do you
mean the actual seasons of summer. When does that actually like start?
Doesn't
What
it
month?
start in June sometime?
I always thought like it's like July, August. Well, then again, it's the end of June, so that makes sense. Okay.
I think it started already.
For
Summer.
me, it's just when it gets really hot.
It's always hot, so.
That is true. So, so most of this anime should be starting like in a week or two.
Yes.
Okay, and
By the time this episode goes out, I think they would have started already.
oh, okay. So this is just going to be us looking at what we were looking forward to. Like
Yes.
last time, you had a huge amount of stuff that you watched.
Right.
You had a lot of stuff that you watched.
Yes.
I originally had a lot of things that I wanted to watch, but I kind of cut back on a few things because my time was just completely all over the place. So is that the same for you now? Do you have a whole list of things, or have you cut back a bit?
I don't ever try to cut back. If I'm interested, I'll add the thing to my list.
Yes.
So I have about, I don't know. I said to you, I think I have 15 things.
15 things.
15, yeah.
God damn. Again? Well, you had more like not too long ago, but geesh.
Right.
Ugh. I think I only have a few. But let's get into it right now. So, what is your first pick for this season?
My first pick?
Or, well, what is the first thing that you're looking forward to this season?
If we're talking about something that I'm like really looking forward to, it is Uramichi Oni-san.
Uramichi Oni-san?
Uramichi, yes. So,
what is that?
Let me read you the description, okay?
Okay.
The story centers on a 31-year-old man, Uramichi Omoto, who has two sides to his personality. He appears as the young man in charge of physical exercises on an educational program, Maman to Together, or To Together. Although he has a fresh and upbeat demeanor on the show, he's actually a bit emotionally unstable. The story reveals the less than sunny parts of life for young adults. So, this comes from the manga with the same name, and I read the manga, and that's why I really want to see it animated. The thing.
Oh, you've told me about this. You've definitely told me about this.
Have
a few times.
I mean, I should have.
Yes,
actually.
you have. You have told me about this. I didn't know I was getting an anime actually, but
yeah, he's got like this kind of defeatist attitude like towards life, even though
he plays such a cheery character.
Well, anyhow, sometimes the things that they say in reaction to the children on the show is just hilarious. Like when they're talking about life and about being grown up, and it's like, yes, this is so true.
Yeah, I remember you showing me some stills of the manga.
What about you?
Well, my number one top pick that I'm looking forward to is Jahi Sama wa Kyujikinai. I read this manga and I'm just looking forward to the shenanigans. I'm just gonna read the description. The great Jahi, the Dark Realm's second in command, cuts a frightening figure, feared and revered by all, but when a run-in with a magical girl results in the destruction of her precious mana crystal, the Dark Realm falls, transporting the newly puny and powerless Jahi to the human world. Unfortunately, plotting the revival of the Dark Realm from cramped and crumbling one-room apartment is no easy feat when you have rent to pay and a job to keep. This is hilarious. I've read the manga for like a while now, and you just feel Jahi suffering sometimes. And whenever a happy chapter where something good happens and she has a big smile on her face, you just feel so like happy for her, you know? Exactly. But yeah, it's great. It's really great. This
reminds me of something similar. I don't remember what it's called, but there's something where the Demon King comes to the world and he also something like that. He has to like get a job.
Like he works like a McDonald's or McDonald's.
Something like that. Yeah. Yeah. It was really funny.
It's good stuff. Good stuff. Really looking forward to that. And well, let's go through the rest of things that we are interested in.
So the next thing that I have on my list is Kobayashi-san Chi no Maid Dragon S. Don't know why it's called S, and there was even like the trailer for it. They're all like saying the reason. The characters are saying what the S stands for. In any case, it is the second season of Kobayashi-san no Maid Dragon.
Okay. I didn't watch the first season. I know of it. I know.
You didn't watch it.
I know of the manga. I know of the author. I know of the other works. I have not read nor have I watched this, but I know of it.
Okay. So. Well, that's on my list. The next thing I have is something called Beside Traumere, the animation.
Ooh.
Yeah. Let me read it. The description to you. The story is set in Shibuya and centers on Ryuhei. As a child, he looked up to his older brother, but watched him perish in a mysterious instant right before his eyes.
Oh no.
Now, a high schooler, Ryuhei shows no outward signs of the trauma of his nightmarish incident and spends most of his leisure time kickboxing.
Huh.
One day, while kickboxing, he encounters a creature that calls itself Triss and is bitten by it, resulting in him having a strange dream. Now, I did not think that the summary, that description wasn't that great. And because if I had just read the description, I wouldn't have added this to my list. I'm
I'm
like,
already
okay, I've
like
seen
kind of
things where kids were bitten and, strange things
strange
happen.
superpower
But
shit.
I
Yeah.
watched the trailer and it didn't look bad, so I added it to my list.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the trailer is what got you.
Yeah. Actually, for most of these, it was the trailer. I gotta tell you.
Yeah. Sometimes I find the synopsis definitely does not do a good job to drag you into
I wondered
the
if I should
series.
just not read the synopsis anymore when I'm trying to add something.
It depends because especially with anime, then you watch the
Correct.
trailer.
You want to watch it though,
I
don't you
know.
think?
I
Watching the
guess
trailer is a good way to get you in if you wanna.
it's also a good way to spoil you.
This is true.
You know?
I don't know. Maybe just do both. Goodness.
Just write better freaking summaries. It's just
I guess so.
okay.
What do you have next?
Well, this is a strange one for me. It's a sports anime, and you know me, I I don't really watch sports anime because there's they're so formulaic, yeah, for me.
Yeah,
And
I know.
like that's not saying that other like shonen scene and stuff isn't formulaic or whatnot, but it's almost very basic. And I'm not even going to say that this isn't basic.
It's true.
But the only reason why I'm interested in it is this sport. The name of the anime is Remain. The anime's story centers on Minato, a boy who stopped playing water polo due to a certain incident in the winter of his third middle school year. He picks the sport back up again with a new team when he starts in high school, but the fledgling team runs into many problems. See, that is as basic as they come.
It's true.
The only reason I'm somewhat interested is because it's water polo.
Is that
I've seen water polo like event stuff, but I was like, maybe a water polo anime would be interested.
I always watch water polo when the Olympics come around.
Yeah, right. So I'm like, sure, why not? So yeah, I'm just gonna give that a look. Might not watch it all the way through, but yeah. So what else is on your list, Kim?
The next thing on my list is Drugstore in Another World. Have you ever heard about this?
I think so. Maybe I've seen the manga somewhere.
I don't think I need to read the summary. Basically, this boy is transported to another world and he does what he can to put together a drugstore. Yeah, that's it.
Isekai shenanigans happen.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
You know. He's probably OP. He probably makes something that shocks people. There's going to be a bunch of waifus to show up.
Yeah. See, on the thing, I think those are all girls that surrounding him.
They're always the same thing, you know?
In isekais, there are always
boy in the middle, surrounded by tons of women.
I don't like it, but I want to see the drugstore aspect. That's why I added it.
Actually be good. If the gimmick is strong enough and it's not just he just makes he just goes adventures but he has a drugstore or something like that. I don't know. A lot of anime, manga titles are like this nowadays, where like they tell you the entire plot in the title.
Yeah, the whole thing is Drugstore in Another World, the slow life of a cheat pharmacist.
So many of them have slow life in the title too. But well, I hope you enjoy. I'm trying to stay away from isekais this time for a while.
Is that possible? I mean, I
No,
used to do that,
it
but I
isn't
mean,
possible.
good luck, I guess.
Isekais are here to stay forever. Oh, I think we both know my next choice.
What is it?
Uh, Heian Sedai no Idaten Tachi. I think I said that correctly. Gods have appeared when humanity was on the verge of destruction due to the work of demons. Deities called Idaten fought and sealed away the demons 800 years ago. Nowadays, the Idaten have no fighting experience and they live peaceful lives. But now the demons are reviving, and the battle between gods, humans, and demons is about to begin. It seems simple enough, and it's a simple action fantasy series. No isekai gimmicks.
It
Where
feels comedic a bit to me though. They
from the way
don't
the
they
art
don't
looks to
have
me,
any
it looks comedic as
fighting
well.
experience, but a war is about to break out. It's
Well,
like,
yeah, it's going to be silly.
get through.
Yeah, it is. So
Um,
yeah, I'm going to give that a go.
yeah.
I hope it's good.
I hope so too. The next thing I have is Make You Black Company. You
What
know
is
what
that?
Black Company is, right?
Yes, 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 yes.
Great. So here's the description. Kinji had it made. A
Oh,
swank apartment, a real estate empire, and enough cash to lounge around living the good life.
oh wow.
After a freak magical accident, he washes up in another world, all but enslaved to a crooked corporation. In a fantastical land where money is everything, there's only one way for an earthling to get ahead. Make your fortune by any means necessary. Dragons, goblins, and the occasional dubious potion won't stop Kinji's quest for the world's biggest bank account. The Black Company is open for business.
It sounds like normal Earth.
I was gonna say, they say in a fantastical world where money is everything. I'm like, is that Earth?
That sounds like Earth.
That
Yeah, that
sounds,
sounds like modern day society.
yeah. Anyhow, I think that'd be good.
Mhm.
Comedic. What do you
Uh,
have next?
this one is Date Gyobyo de Battle.
Just
The
like,
English is battle in 5 seconds after meeting, if I remember correctly.
oh, okay.
Uh, let me see. Where's the synopsis? It was just a usual morning. Akira Shiranagi, a high schooler who loves video games and Kompeito, has suddenly been dragged into a battlefield by a mysterious girl who calls herself Neon. The participants are told that they are going to be erased from the family register, involved in an experiment, and gain certain powers. Akira is determined to win the game with his newfound powers and destroy the organization. And aimed with the power no one expects and his brain skills, a new period of intelligence battle begins. I read the manga for this.
How is it?
It's good.
Because I didn't add this to my list.
It's like a battle royale type of situation. So people are teamed up with one another and fight, and different groups of people have different abilities.
Mm-hmm.
Because of how his ability works, and I don't really want to spoil it. I want people to really like kind of get it and watch it. But the way how his ability works, it's constantly changing how people think, and it's all mind games for his ability to essentially go off.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what makes it fun. The action is characters are okay, maybe kind of basic-ish,
Mm-hmm.
and he's that type of character where he's like super smart, but he still makes mistakes and whatnot. So, but overall, I liked it. It's good read every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
So
And you're going to watch it.
I'm going to watch it. Probably will be very, very entertaining since the first few arcs are very good. So yeah, looking forward to that.
Okay.
What's your next thing?
I have two things that fit into the romance column.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. The first one is the detective is already dead, And from the summary, I wasn't too interested, but the trailer is what got me. Um, I'm not even going to go into what it's about. I'm just telling you to watch the trailer. And the second one is Shinigami Bochan to Kuro Maid.
Oh, I
And
know of that.
this one, I added it because I'm interested, but oh goodness, the animation style, I did not like it when I saw the trailer.
Ah,
I'm interested in the story though, so everything that the boy touches dies,
yes.
and he likes his maid.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, that's the story. The story is of their, if love will bloom between them.
And he can't touch her because she'll die.
Right. I'm sure they never tried it because she's still alive. So, but
Yeah, the manga's still ongoing if I remember correctly. So yeah.
I don't know though, Christopher. I don't know if I'll be able to sit down and watch it
It's probably going to be
visually.
cutesy or whatever. So
You haven't seen the trailer, have you?
no, I have not. I'm not
It
really
doesn't matter
interested
how
in it.
cute it is if it's painful to watch, you know? Anyway, what do you have next?
What do I have next is right. I'm looking at some of the things here for the next season, and I'm just seeing things that I'm not 100% sure about. So,
Okay, let me tell you some things that maybe you could add. Well, I don't know if you're going to want to. What about Scarlet Nexus?
what is Scarlet Nexus?
Okay, let me read it. Solar calendar year 2020.
So last year.
Yeah, exactly. Grotesque organisms called others have begun eating people. To take down this new enemy, the Other Suppression Force is formed. Saved by the elite team as a child, psychokinetic Yuito?
Yuto.
Yuito.
Yuto.
There's an I. Yui.
There's two eyes or just
There's
one
one
eye?
I.
It's Yuto then.
Yuito.
It's Yuto.
No, it isn't. It's Yuito.
Real dude.
Or is it Yuito?
I don't
Moving
know.
on. Boy male character withstands the training to enlist. On the other hand, prodigy Kasane was scouted for her abilities, but Kasane's dream tells her strange things, dragging the two into an unavoidable fate. So it's about the two of them, and they're probably, have a romance thingy. But, others. Isn't it like that show on TV?
Which show on TV?
There's so many shows on TV where people come from another place and you have to defeat them because they're others. Right.
So these things called the grotesque organisms. You sure this isn't a fantasy
It
show
is.
about the
It's
coronavirus?
supernatural. Oh my gosh, Christopher. You're right.
2022 grotesque organisms.
Not 22, 20.
2022, sorry.
2020.
2020. What the heck am I even saying? 2020 grotesque organisms, and they begin eating people.
Yeah. Sounds like COVID.
Sounds like COVID.
So what about it?
I don't
You're
know.
thinking of watching it?
It says that it's based on a video game. I never heard of this. So.
I have never heard of it either. Scarlet Nexus.
How many episodes do they plan to have for it?
Does not say.
It sounds basic. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Not sure I'm gonna watch it, but who knows?
That's all you have to say about it.
That's all I have to say for it. I'll probably have to watch a trailer, but it's not really pulling me in.
Okay, what about this? Ski ga michibiku isekai dochu. Oh, you said you were going to stay away from
I heard isekai and my eyes just rolled into the back of my head.
It's a comedy.
Is it?
Yeah.
You've watched the trailer?
I watched the trailer and I thought it was funny. So, this guy, this high school student, he does get summoned to another world to be a hero. But when the goddess sees him, who like summons the heroes or something for the world, she says to him that he's not good looking. And that he doesn't deserve the title. So he's stuck in the isekai world now and basically has to get by.
You summoned the man without knowing what he looked like and then got the gall to tell him that he looked ugly?
In any case, he has I think he's OP. Yeah,
Of
he
course
has a
he
lot of
is.
magical
He was
powers.
summoned to be the hero.
Exactly.
God damn.
So that's what I think. It'll be funny. It'll be funny. It'll be fun.
I hope you. I'm not watching that.
You won't?
Not watching that.
Okay, I'll watch it and let you know if you should watch it
You
though.
can watch the first 3 episodes and then you can be like, yeah, don't
If
bother
I
with that.
don't like it, I'll tell you don't bother, but I think it's fine.
Hmm.
Let's see. Do you have anything else?
The one other thing that I will, well, maybe 2 other things, is that Sunny Boy thing.
Ah, Sunny Boy. I have
Yeah,
that on my list as well.
yeah. It's apparently like a sci-fi survival series with a whole bunch of
Yes.
students, but they're like middle schoolers, and I don't know if I want to watch a bunch of children survive.
Yeah, like Danganronpa or
It
something like that.
it depends on like, because sometimes depending on how young or how young the characters are supposed to be versus how they actually behave
No,
in
I
certain
don't think that
situations.
matters.
It depends,
Because
man.
every time that I was watching, what do you call it?
What?
Recently,
Which thing?
Tokyo Revengers.
Oh, right,
They're
the
in
middle
middle
schoolers.
school. Can you believe it? No, I
Bunch of
can't believe
fucking
it at all.
lies.
Who is in middle school and has this life?
Or that big, for that really matter.
What do you mean that big?
Some of them aren't they some of them big and huge or like,
They're just tall.
sure, fam.
It's not about their size.
I
It's
know
about the fact that they're
how
in
they
middle school and
behave.
on they're in these gangs and all this
Oh,
bikes and all this killing and stuff. And like, are you sure? Because the cops would have arrived. That's all I have to say. Anyhow, whatever.
fantasy, Kimberly. Fantasy Tokyo. They don't got parents and they don't got cops.
Some of them actually don't have parents though.
Of course not. Don't you understand writing 101? Giving your characters parents means is a leash.
Mm.
Getting rid of parents because they died or they're not in the picture means the characters are free to do what they want with any parental oversight. You don't have to think about it. See? That's why so many things are like, oh, their parents travel overseas. Oh, my parents died when I was a kid. How many things, Kimberly? Is like, oh, my parents died as a kid from some sickness. That super fantasy sickness that kills all the Japanese all the time. Like, or one parent lives and then it's like, oh, my mom died from whatever, from sadness or whatever. So prominent. Oh! I got one thing that I want. Other thing that I want to watch.
What?
It's called Ore Shushima. I really like the synopsis. The synopsis is the story centers on a woman who's getting on in her years, but all her cats think she's a man, so
Mhm.
they call her Oji-chan. One day, a brazen cat named Shushima shows up in Oji-chan's yard. So I want to see what that's all about. That seems like it's gonna be pretty chill.
I don't
Seems
know.
like it's going to be pretty
I
chill.
saw the trailer as well.
I don't know what the art style
I
is
don't know.
like.
Anyway, I have three more things on my list,
Oh, okay.
Christopher.
Shoot.
There's the Peach Boy Riverside.
Ah, okay, yeah. I
Why
read
don't you
that.
tell our audience about it?
No,
You
you
read it, don't
read
you?
the synopsis. That
The
should be enough to cover what it is about. Yeah.
Okay. So Saltharine Aldecar Alderake is
Alderac.
wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay. I mean, I'm already tired.
Slytherin Alderake.
Okay. Why does the name Slytherin sound? It sounds like a snake. Moving on. Princess of the Kingdom of Alderake dreams of traveling the world. A dangerous dream in a land where monsters roam the countryside as they please and humans live behind high, strong walls. But when a chance meeting with the traveler Mikoto gives hope to her dream, he shatters it soon after as he reveals himself to be none other than Momotaro, ruthless demon slayer. Though horrified by the gore Morotaro leaves behind, Slytherin is convinced more than ever that she needs to learn more about the world beyond her walls and journeys out, following the steps of the mysterious, charismatic, terrifying boy she met that day.
I read
So how is
this
it?
and it's okay. It's not great. It's my issues more are with how the characters behave in certain situations. In that there's clearly, it's one of those situations where the main character wants to try to have peace between every faction. You know,
who's the main character? Her?
Yes.
Slytherin.
Both characters mentioned in the synopsis are the main characters, and there are others that you're going to meet. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff going on as well, so it's fine, but sometimes the main character comes off as extremely idealistic in a world like hers, that being that idealistic can get you killed, and only because she is powerful enough to not get killed can she live in the world with those ideals. So you understand why the character wants to try to breach peace, but sometimes that's just impossible with the fucking demons. So what are you going to do? And the whole thing is about that kind of morality kind of situation, and
okay, so you don't think it's going to be very good then?
It'll probably be fine. The first stuff is okay, but for me, because since I read it, and I'm gonna continue reading it, I've just seen where it's going.
Do you enjoy it?
I probably enjoy it, but I don't feel like watching it.
No, I'm saying, do you enjoy it?
It's okay. Do I enjoy it?
That don't sound it sounds like I won't enjoy it, honestly.
I want you to watch it and you'll understand why I still read it, because there is merit there, and the main characters are growing, and there's growth in this character growth. So there's annoying stuff about it, but she was a princess before in her home or whatever, so she doesn't really know, and she's idealistic, and that is fine, I guess. So the character is gonna have to grow from that. It's just that you gotta make up mind in certain situations of what you're gonna do, and then there's the whole weird power shit that has going on. But yeah, it's okay. I hope you enjoy it. Tell me how it goes.
Okay, the last thing I have on the list is called Vanitas no Carte.
What is that?
The case study of Vanitas. Apparently, here is the summary. Rumors revolving around the book of Vanitas, a clockwork grimoire of dubious reputation, draw Noe, a young vampire in search of a friend's salvation, to Paris. What awaits him in the City of Flowers, however, is not long hours treading the pavement or rifting through dusty bookshops in search of the tome. Instead, his quarry comes to him in the arms of a man claiming to be a vampire doctor. Thrust into a conflict that threatens the peace between humans and vampires, will Noe cast in his lot with the curious and slightly unbalanced Vanitas and his quest to save vampire kind.
So, vampire trying to save vampire story.
Yes.
Okay, we'll see. I'm not surprised you're watching or reading something.
I know you're going to say that because you always talk about how I have everything with vampires, which is, it's weird that
it just happens that it falls into your lap.
But that's not the last thing on the list, but I said it was. It doesn't matter. Another thing about an aquarium. Anyway.
So that is our list for this season, or what we're looking forward to this summer.
Yes.
Well, my list is very short as usual.
My list is also short.
You're probably gonna end up adding more things as time goes by too.
I can't say that I won't.
But I will. I might give a watch to the few things that you mentioned there. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't see it, but okay.
Well, that's our list. If you're looking forward to anything, feel free to drop us a comment. And I hope you guys have a good night.
Good night, everyone.
Remember, everyone, to like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment.